Yeah, today I had to, when I came in the morning when I was checking my beds, I had to find like the whole place is a mess. Like it was wet. I wish I could capture it, then you see how it looked. Then I even failed to, to sit down. So I had to go and pick up these maize brands so that I can change the down part of my beds because if it remained wet like the way it was, my beds were going to they were not enjoying the environment anyway. When I took a look at how my beds were looking, I even saw like, okay, my beds are not enjoying this environment because there was poo poo everywhere. Then the place was wet. Okay, so that's when I just went out. Then I was like, I need to put some maize brand inside there so that my beds can enjoy the environment. So this is the new environment I've provided for them. As you can see now, they are active. Otherwise, if I captured the way they were when it was wet, you could have seen like, okay, these beds are not enjoying the environment. So as you take a look, these beds are they're happy. You can see they're flipping up their feathers, showing like, okay, we're having the new environment. And at first, I thought they'll start eating these maize plants, but I was surprised. Like, okay, these beds, they tried to try to check if it's food. Then it's like the taste tasted different from the feed. Then they walk away from it. They just started now scratching down on them. Then they were on the feeders eating just like that. Because I got a little bit worried because it's my first time using these maize brands. I usually use sawdust, but I think these are, according to what I was told, somebody told me to use these, and I was told like they are the ones which are nice to use. So I got the advice, and now it's the one I'm using now, and I need to see now how they will last these, so that I compare with the sawdust how they will last. So as you take a look, my beds are now enjoying the environment, and as you take a look, my feeders are not no, sorry, not my feeders, my drinkers. They are not normal drinkers. As you take a look at these gallons are for paint, and mostly what I've seen how people make these drinkers, they flip them upside down. But for me, I used my own method to come up with the way I can use these gallons. Instead of flipping them, I can use them like upright. So I took some time. I looked at the gallons. Probably I'll make a video one of these days how I made these drinkers and how they became effective. They never had any problem. I know how to make them now, and I know the gallons which can make up these drinkers. So as you take a look at these gallons, they are not flipped upside down. They are upright. And most, if you check most of them videos or maybe or even on YouTube how to make your own drinkers, most of the gallons they use they flip them upside down. But for me, I had my own reasons. I was like, no, I can't manage to be flipping them upside down. It wasn't easy for me to flip them down upside down because just imagine if it's the whole thing is full, then I have to flip it upside down. Oh man, it wasn't good. And some of them, if you saw the videos on YouTube, they usually put their like the opening, like the one they used to put in water, it's like on top like that, then they put in, then they close it. But for me, I made sure I checked out how I can come up with a good idea on how I can make my drinkers without flipping them upside down, because flipping them upside down was not easy for me. I tried I used 1 gallon for the flipping upside down. It wasn't easy for me, so that's why I decided like, okay, let me find a way how I can make these these homemade drinkers like easy for me. So as you take a look, they are not upside down. Otherwise, one day I'll make a video and how, because it's not any gallon that can hold up the water like that. Okay, so that's the way it is. So I had to find my own way how I can make my homemade drinkers easy for me, because the one for flipping upside down wasn't easy for me. So that's why I had to find a way for myself, like, okay, let me try to find a way how I can make them not to be upside down. So that's how I came up with that. So probably you see the whole thing, the way I made it and the way I tested the gallons, if they can hold up the water with that little hole they're having. And mostly if you check on the drinkers they make at like on homemade drinkers, you find like if you make like a small hole, water can't come out unless you have 2 or 3 holes. That's when water can come out. But for me, I made sure I looked for a way whereby I can make one hole, and that hole can release water easily. So this at least I got. So here, as you take a look, these are 25 liters, 25 liters. I got about 50 liters. So which means these can hold up to the whole day. They're just drinking this same water, as long as the environment is okay. But if it's in the warm season, uh, I I'm supposed to change the water because it's warm. So for now, it's not really warm. It's like a cool season, so the water is stay up for a while without changing it. So even my beds are happy. The environment is new. See, the environment is clean. I'm also in love with the environment, the way it's looking, because it's clean. I can see how my beds are enjoying the environment. They are enjoying because the way it was, guys, I'm telling you, it wasn't good at all. So, guys, beds, you can tell if they are happy with the environment. Just the way I saw them, me myself, they were like, oh, I saw like my beds are not enjoying the environment, so I needed to change it. I can tell like, okay, my beds are not enjoying. But take a look now, they're enjoying. It's just that I didn't take a video of how they looked. But now they're enjoying. They're in a good environment. They are not happy according to the way I saw them. But right now I can see how happy they are. They are moving up and down, peacefully eating. I wouldn't bear seeing my birds not enjoying the environment. Wow, I like keeping up with healthy birds. I like to see them healthy, clean. So it wasn't easy for me to just sit down until I decided like I need to change. I need to change the way the environment looks. As today they've turned 2 weeks old now. Yeah, they're 2 weeks. See how happy they are. They're running up and down, enjoying the environment. They were not running up like this. They were all seated. Some of them were just in the corners. They just didn't look nice because the place wasn't even smelling good. The place was like a mess. So you take a look here. Since we were preparing the room, so we didn't put the feeders in order. So after we are done, we'll put the feeders in order so that now they can feed well. So these beds are now in a clean environment. At least I'm happy, they're happy. I can see them, they look energetic, enjoying the environment, which is good for me. I feel good. I don't feel good when my beds don't look in a good way. As you can see, they are running, showing it to me like, okay, what you've done now, we are enjoying the environment. Otherwise, earlier we were not enjoying it. See, you can tell birds if they are happy according to the actions they are giving. As you take a look at them, the way they are, now they look so good and enjoying the environment. So even me, I'm happy too, because I like them when they're happy like that. Wow, feel good, and I like perfect environment. My management of the beds, I usually like it to be perfect. So there are 2 extra more of maize brands, so that the moment I'll check the way these will work out. Then if they start getting a little bit wet, because I want to try the deep litter system. So when these start getting wet, I'll need to add on top of this so that I can mix them up so that the the whole environment can be dry again. So these beds look nice, they look healthy, and it wasn't good for them to be in an environment they were not enjoying. The way healthy they are, I need to maintain the premise so that it looks nice. No, not only looking just nice, but keeping up with a good environment is good for the birds. For their healthy beings, biosecurity, at least I'm assured, like, okay, my birds are in a good environment. Thank you guys for listening.